Interested in promoting your brand, business, or product on Hip Hop News Uncensored, make sure you send an email right now to advertise at hiphopun.com. That's advertise at hiphopun.com. Tomorrow is the last day of the sale. Do not wait. We're standing by and we're ready to serve you. All right, man. I want everybody also to make sure you follow us on Twitter. I'm going to leave that link at the top line of the description box. Follow us on Twitter right now. The 1,000 follower will get a special gift from me. How do you claim the gift? When you're the 1,000 followers, screenshot it and either send it to our Instagram or send it me an email at ogod@hiphopun.com. That's OGOD at hiphopun.com, and I'll send you a special gift. Let's get it. All right, man. Make sure you guys go do that real quick. Go follow us on Twitter. Like I said, the link is at the top line of the description box. All right, let's jump into this story right now because the game, he meant what he said and he said what he meant. Something like that, right? Well, he came out, man, and he pretty much, said he's not going to pay this B a single dime. Now, according to documents, right? A Los Angeles Superior Court judge granted a motion filed by accuser Priscilla Rainey to seize the California rapper's profits from Cameo. Let's go back. Let's go rewind. Wish I had that sound effect, right? But anyway, right? You guys can remember the game, right? He was Miss Rainey was awarded a judgment in a civil trial against the game when he was actually accused of S-word assaulting her back in 2016 on the set of VH1's reality dating show called She Got Game. Now, Rainey pretty much claimed that she arrived, that pretty much he tried to, touch her and do some things like that or whatever like that. And that's what she claimed. Now, she did actually win the lawsuit. She ended up, right, getting a judgment in the amount of $7 million. Now, what is a judgment? A judgment is a ruling by a court that says, okay, this is what you're allowed to collect. A, won a judgment against B, you're allowed to go after them for $7 million by any means. $7 million by any means necessary financially, meaning you can go into their bank accounts, you can, try to seize property, whatever you have to do. Now, let's be clear, right? The game has continuously denied the accusations, previously referring to Miss Rainey as a thirsty Gatorade mascot. I'm not going to read the rest of that. You know what I'm saying? He's been, he's been taunting her. He's been going back and forth and whatnot. So, all right. So back to the Cameo thing, right? And it was actually a point in time where they were thinking about criminally going after the game. I guess that fell by the wayside because it is a civil case. I don't see how that would happen. But anyway, right? Rainey, again, the judge granted a motion for Rainey to go after the game's Cameo. Now, the Cameo is a website that allows celebrities to turn a profit by making custom videos for fans. They can say happy birthday, whatever you pretty much want. As long as you pay them, they will do the video and whatnot. Haven't used it yet, but I can say I could be definitely a great idea. If you had something you want to, surprise someone by a celebrity and whatnot. A real great idea, whoever made the app. But, right, so Rainey's motion states that the game has made around $20,000 on Cameo from October 29th, 2020 to about January 28th, 2021. That's definitely a lot of money from a whole year, but right. Now, with financial records confirming that he indeed transferred $19,000 from the site. Now, the statement shows that the 42-year-old made multiple videos a day and would even clear over a grand some days. Now, the judgment debtor, who is the game, right, apparently created a new company account to deposit his income in what appears to be a concerted attempt to hinder or delay plaintiff's enforcements. And this is just legal jargon for saying this dude is just hiding the money from us, and he's doing it in such a way that he don't want her to get the money, so he's setting up other companies so it doesn't go up in his name, that it'll go into a company's name. He's playing that game, the whole corporate veil game with Miss Rainey, and her attorney is not happy about that. Like I said, $7 million judgment. Now, again, I can see both sides of this thing, man. First, I think $7 million is a lot of money. You know what I mean? Even for something like that. But if indeed, let's just say hypothetically, he did that, and the court awarded that, I mean, who am I to go against that? I think it's a high amount of money. But let's just say he didn't do it. Let's just say it was a lie or whatever like that. I ain't gonna pay neither. I'm gonna do anything in my power not to pay her a single dime, like the game said. I do not blame him. But then we can go to the other side and say it's real. Okay. Now a lot of people are gonna say this looks like a money hungry attempt to get some money. And the way that the corporate thing is set up, the way it's set up, this is why it's important to have corporations and LLCs and blah, 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 because you get a veil of protection. You protect your personal liability, or you protect your business liability from something personal, and vice versa. This in the game obviously is simple, but the game knows this. He's using it now to his advantage. Now, could the judge come in and say, all right, we're going to pierce the corporate veil and take that money? Possibly. Will he? I doubt it at the end of the day. Now, what he's probably doing, right? He probably at this point, since he has that judgment against him, he probably doesn't have any personal bank accounts in his name. He probably has different corporations, whatever the name of the corporation is, game entertainment, whatever. That's a separate entity from his person, so they would not be legally able to attach or siphon those funds out of his account. Now, there is something, like I said, called a piercing the corporate veil, where this possibly could happen. But again, I mean, that's something that they would have to push for. I'm sure that's probably going to be the next step for Miss Rainey and her attorney, is to try to pierce that corporate veil. But I really don't see this being that. Obviously, there's a lot of ways that you can collect debt. I used to do credit repair, and I studied judgments and things like that, and debt collection practices and things like that. There's a lot of other things she can do besides trying to get his cameo. But if he doesn't have anything in his name, car, house, jewelry, things like that, it's going to be very, very hard for her to get anything. And I'm sure at this point he's probably taken everything out of his name, house, car, whatever, and, put it in someone else's name. That way it's not his. Legally, it's not his. You can't touch it. I don't have no bank accounts. I don't have nothing. This is hers. It's his. You can't touch it. Sad, sad situation. Again, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened with the situation. I know that she's vehemently been trying to collect this money. This is probably like the fourth or fifth time I've done this story. And over the last 3 years or 4 years, he hasn't paid anything, and he is not trying to pay anything. Like I said, if he didn't do it, I do not blame him. But if he did it, I mean, he's going to have to keep on ducking from the court. But it's your brother, Oh God, man. I want to hear what you guys got to say about this. What do you guys think about this? Do you think he did it? Do you think he's innocent? Do you think she's money hungry? How do you see this case ending up? I really appreciate you guys' input, man. Like I said at the beginning of the video, make sure you follow us on Twitter, right? The link is at the top line of the description box. The 1,000 person, whenever that happens, if you're the 1,000th person, the 1,000 follower, screenshot it. Email me at OGOD, that's OGOD at hiphopun.com. Don't worry, because the email is all the way at the bottom of the description box. It says business inquiries. Send me the email, send me the screenshot, and then I'm going to hit you up and I'm going to send you a nice monetary gift. We're almost there. Let's get to 1,000 followers on Twitter. Twitter's hard, bro. Twitter's hard to get people on. If you got, a lot of people on Twitter, more power to you. But I appreciate you guys listening. Smash the like button and make sure you guys subscribe to Hip Hop News Uncensored. This your boy, Oh God, man. Over and out. Peace.